When he first started working for Tops, his job was literally to clean the bathroom and sweep the floors. The main thing was cleaning the bathroom.
Meet Leo Espinoza, owner of Tops Knives. Today we got the privilege of talking to the guy who rose from literally cleaning the bathroom at Tops to ultimately becoming the owner of one of the best tactical knife manufacturing companies in America.
There's not a lot of people that can pull that off.
No, especially nowadays. I think it just is a testament to the Leo that we all know and love, right? There's a reason behind it. It's because his tenacity, right?
Oh, yeah. How you doing? Good, how about you? Good, man. How's it going?
Before we meet Leo, Craig takes us on a tour of the facility. Along the way, we arrive at Mike's wall, a memorial honoring the founder of Tops Knives.
Before we move on, this is Mike's wall.
Right.
So Mike, the original owner of Tops, he passed away in 2020.
Here, Craig reveals the incredible story of Mike and Leo, a bond that began with humble beginnings and grew into something unexpected.
You know, he was an old Vietnam vet, and then he worked in intelligence for a while after that. Did a lot of different jobs, did a lot of different things, and then started Tops, and that was kind of the last thing that he did. So Leo, when he first started working for Tops, his job was literally to clean the bathroom and sweep the floors. The main thing was cleaning the bathroom because the shop they were working out of, it was basically like a 2-bay garage. They were making knives in there, and the bathroom was in the house. One of the main guys, it was his house, and his wife was getting mad because the guys are using the bathroom and it was just filthy. That bathroom would just be black. And so Leo was looking for a job. This place just happened to be in between his house and his school. You know, he would stop on his way home, he would clean for a couple hours, you know, however long it took, clean the bathroom, sweep the floors, and just over time, he started picking up more and more, doing more hours here, and then at one point decided that he wanted to actually make the knives and do that part of it. Like that was interesting to him, and Mike's like, okay, but if you ruin it, it's coming out of your paycheck. You know? And so Leo's the kind of guy that's like, F it, let's do this anyway.
Yeah.
And so he started teaching himself how to grind. He started teaching himself how to sharpen, how to make handles, and how to do things like that. He started getting designs in front of Mike, and at first Mike was kind of not interested. And this was like a recurring theme where Leo would say, hey, I want to do this, and get some pushback. And knowing Mike, this may have been on purpose. He may have been doing this to be like, if I tell him no, then he's going to want to do it even more. Like this is how Mike acted. You know, this is just who Mike was. He could read you. And so Mike was like, you're really good with this design thing. And he just had him do nothing but design work for a while. At one point, he was doing photography, he was doing the ads, he did quality control, he made sheets. Leo saw things like the way they were doing shipping, and so he started doing shipping. You know, he's done pretty much every job in the building except for the CNC machines. You know, that's the part of the business that he acquired most recently, so that's the only thing he hasn't actually taught himself how to do yet. And I say yet because I think at some point he's going to learn how to do that. So, you know, this is like the epitome of what most people think of when they hear the American dream. It's that. He went from cleaning the bathroom to now he's not just in charge, he actually owns the company. He owns the whole thing.
After the tour, Craig led us to the man at the heart of Tops Knives today, Leo Espinoza. We talked about his beginnings and his journey with Tops Knives founder, Mike Fuller.
How you doing, bud?
Brandon, thanks for showing up.
Yeah, man, I've enjoyed it. Never been to Idaho.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why we waited so long, but thanks for coming to our house, I guess.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. In case you guys don't know who Leo is, he's the mastermind behind probably what, safe to say 90% of the blades that are out?
90% of the blades, and the other 10%, I topsify them. Somehow I topsify them to make them fit our line, to make them fit where we do.
Yeah, amazing lineup. Like seriously, you guys have a metric ton of different designs, and they're all very unique, and they all got a great purpose for each. So the first thing I noticed when I came in here and met Craig earlier was this wall, right? And we got Mike here. Obviously, if anybody knows Tops,
we know
who
have
Mike
to know
is.
Mike. Yeah, they have to know Mike.
Not all of these are technically Tops, right?
No,
so
is this some of his personal? Yeah, this is some of his personal collection. Yeah, so Mike, you know, Mike was the founder of Tops, and so literally I started 6 months after the Tops opened, and for me it was just a part-time job, and it was behind my school. But Michael, and I'm the only one probably that calls him Michael.
Right.
Everybody's Mike.
That's the first time I've heard Michael.
Yeah, and so every time if somebody else called him Michael, there he'd be like, "My name's Mike."
Yeah.
You know, like you know, he's the one that called, and so it's crazy because he would call me Polo, and that's like a nickname that you only hear in my house when I go see my mom and dad.
Right.
Going back, you know, Mike, Special Forces. His mission was to create a blade that would perform, wouldn't give out. I'm not going to say the name of the brand of the knife, but he had a knife that broke on him while he was in the service, while it was life or death situation, and it broke. That was his main thing, getting out of there. Like, I'm going to make a knife that's not going to fail.
Cool.
And so for years, nothing ever happened. You know, he went and worked for different, you know, services and stuff for the government. But he always had that in the back of his mind. He does that, comes to Idaho, and meets a teacher that was making knives on the side. He gave him the knife idea, and he's like, if you can make them, I can sell them. And so that sort of started everything right there. Fast forward to now, 300 plus models. Active models were close to 300, but through the whole line, through the whole years, probably over 500-600 models that, you know, some that we discontinued and some that I want to bring back because I hate seeing them go. And that's the part that Craig don't like to talk to me about at the end of the year, like, hey, what model do we need to discontinue? Yeah. You know, it sucks because I'm like, man, that's you know, I remember when I drew that. Right. You know, you know, and of course, but if they're not selling, they're not doing this anymore. Since the beginning, me and him hit it off. He was probably the only one that'd go visit me in jail because I got in a fight. Right. You know, here at Tops, I'd get in a fight, and he was the one that throw me in his car and fire the other person just because, you know, or whatever it was. But you know, it was something that I hit it off with Mike since the beginning. I grew up with him. I started working 14, 15 years old. Right. So he was in high school. Yeah. And so you know, he didn't have any kids. He treated me like his kid. Yeah. He would yell at me. He would, you know, he wouldn't spank me, but he was close sometimes for the dumb things that I did.
So you started at ground floor level?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're probably the only job of what you guys have seen today is the CNC machine part. But everything else I've done.
Cool. Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate it. I really enjoyed the tour and enjoyed talking to you and seeing you.
Oh, man, no, thank you guys. Thank you guys for, you know, taking the time to run out here. Yeah. Especially in our beautiful cold weather we have here. But yeah, I really, really appreciate you guys stopping by. So.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it's not going to be my last time.
No, especially, man, you know, if you guys can try to make it in the summer, summer's beautiful.
Yeah, and hunting season.
Hunting season, there you go. For sure.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, again,
thanks so much.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Really Tops Knives, made in USA. The guy's been here since almost day one, and got a heck of a lot of cool history. And they're keeping the man's vision alive, which is really cool. So check them out. Yep. Awesome.